Scientists at the University of Oxford, developing one of the most promising vaccine candidates so far, tonight are calling for challenge trials. That is, vaccinating volunteers and then deliberately infecting them with coronavirus.
Yes, I'm confident it will be approved. Yes.
Adrian Hill leads the Oxford research team and supports challenge trials.
A lot of people feel very passionately that they should be, and that the tiny risk is worth it for the benefit of developing a vaccine or a drug faster.
Currently, COVID vaccine trials work like this. Large numbers of volunteers, 1,000 or tens of thousands, are broken into two groups. One gets a placebo or a harmless drug. The other gets the experimental vaccine. Both groups are then told to live normally. The problem is, it's slow, and only a few volunteers may come into contact with the virus to see if the vaccine really works. In a challenge trial, all the volunteers are given the vaccine and all are infected with the coronavirus, which they'd inhale to simulate natural contagion. It means, some scientists say, a far smaller group can quickly determine if a vaccine stops COVID-19 or not.
We can do a challenge trial with 40 people and get a very informative result on whether a vaccine is working.
But there's a big ethical hurdle, since researchers would be giving volunteers a pathogen for which there is no proven treatment or cure. Sophie Rose is from One Day Sooner, a group gathering volunteers.
Is anyone signing up to do this? Raising their hand, say, sure, infect me with coronavirus.
Over 30,000 people from 150 countries.
What happens if somebody dies in this trial?
When these sorts of trials are designed and you're consenting people and explaining how this works, they are definitely informed, and it is acknowledged that there is a risk of death.
Challenge trial participants would be quarantined. Many have compared the fight against this pandemic to a war. And like in a war, there are risks and those willing to accept them, hopefully for the greater good.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.